I think the Standishes are absolutely deserving of this Distinguished Citizens Award in just the way that they have lived their life for the past several decades. They've demonstrated they are people of character, and they have just been so involved in how they can pour back into our community, whether it's the city of Arlington, Tarrant County, the Metroplex as a whole. It is just a better place to live and work because of their volunteerism and their generosity in donating back to causes that are meaningful to them.
Steve and Glenna Standish are the genuine article. You get what you see and you see what you get. They're true to themselves, they're true to their business, they're true to their family. And I think that inspires anyone who works with them to be better at what they do. And that's part of what I've enjoyed about the relationship with them.
I think they're very deserving of this award when I look at the business that they've built, from a family-owned business to a mid-sized company over the years. But they've been able to keep the feel of a family-owned business, even though we've experienced a tremendous amount of growth. Anybody that's involved in business knows that's not easy to do. But they've done that, just the personal touches between the core values, handwritten birthday cards that Glenna does, things like that. And so even though we've grown, it still has that feeling of a small privately held company.
Somebody who's working with companies that help them select employees, it's rare to find a company that spends or invests as much time and effort in developing their employees and giving them a work environment that they want to be successful in. They've just got an amazing culture at Standard, which is really different than what you see in so many trades-related businesses. And so I've always respected that. We're giant on culture in my organization. And so when you walk in and you see culture that's positive, and it's harder in some environments to create that real long-term sustainable teamwork, and they've built it over there.
It's the only time in 25 years of business that a customer has ever asked me, is this relationship profitable for you? And that really is an example of how they treat their employees, their customers, their vendors, their partners, their friends, and how that commitment to people and making sure that everyone is really treated in a win-win sort of relationship, that the rising tide lifts all boats concept, where everyone is able to, I can get what I want and you can also get what you want, and we can do it together with a sensitive integrity to make sure we're delivering the product that they want. And that's, I think, the essence of the secret of their success, is looking out for other people, and then of course other people are looking out for them.
You couldn't find two more helpful people. It doesn't matter whatever you're needing, they would drop anything they're doing to lend a helping hand. Courteous, I know for myself personally, they've treated me as a member of their family from the minute I met them. So I can't say enough good things about them. Look forward to continuing to build our relationship. These 8 years have flown by. We got to know each other pretty well throughout those years, as well as them knowing my two new daughters. I have a 6 and a 3-year-old, and very excited to continue that friendship as well as that business relationship.
And they were just so welcoming, and they just made us feel like family, even though we had just met them. Still to this day, we still call them Uncle Steve and Aunt Glenna. They're just our family, and they're just super welcoming people.
They've always handled themselves with a great deal of character and integrity, always, from that perspective. And running a major construction company like they do, and as successful as they've been, they've always been very humble. And that's a trait that's uncommon in today's world.
They're helpful and then loyal. Loyal is one of the main things. A lot of people give you a one-shot deal and help you this one time, you never see them again. But they are consistently helpful and loyal and kind. And that's what we need. Because I know if I was 14 or 15, somebody helped me one time, they don't show up anymore. I say, yeah, okay, thank you. But to the person that's loyal, that's there all the time, consistently helping, this year, next year, as I mature as a 13, 14, 15-year-old, that's what would impress me. That is what would press my heart.
And I think of them in terms of loyalty, the commitment that they've had, and also the kindness. And so they've been very loyal to all the employees here at Standard. They've also been loyal to the community, to the customers they serve, and to the community that they live in. Also been very committed as they've grown the business and to all of the employees in the communities. And then in terms of kindness, with the philanthropy that they've been involved in, they've made, feel like that they've made the community, a better place to work and to live in, which has benefited everybody.
I was able to give Glenna Standish a tour of Alliance for Children, and for anyone who's not aware, Alliance for Children is the only nonprofit children's advocacy center serving Tarrant County. So she asked great questions on the tour and wanted to know more about the programs and services. We do serve all of the victims of child abuse in Tarrant County, and it was just very clear she has a heart for anything to do with children. So they have been very generous supporters of our mission, and they have sponsored our major fundraising events, our annual sporting clay tournament, and very intentional about coming to us and asking, how can we make the most impact? What does your agency need?
Glenna has talked to me about just like how passionate she is about serving and just giving back to the scouting, because like her son would do it. Like she would have wanted her son to be in scouting and other kids like that, just to being able to do it without worrying about the stress of money or of transportation, anything like that, and just be kids, just getting to do fun things and just learning how to do life, I guess. It's really awesome. They're super, I admire them a lot for that.
A very uplifting experience for me professionally, because in the world I deal in, commercial litigation, we see a great deal of the chicanery and the underbelly of litigation. That's not the way Glenna and Steve conduct themselves. They take the high road. They are people of high moral character and high intellect, and they do the right things.
They've always handled themselves with a great deal of character and integrity. And you can see that running a major construction company like they have, and as successful as they've been, they've remained true to their roots and who they are. And they're very humble and modest, and they're just really good people.
One of the things also is when you can take a look at a kid, his first camping trip, crying, he's not with his mom, scared of mosquitoes, every little sound that's made outside. And then you see that kid become an Eagle Scout. He's proud, his mom's proud. He's going on off to college as an Eagle Scout. What does that mean to that kid? And to know that you had a hand in encouraging him, to the Standish family, thank you very much for your consistency.